I can still have hope and doubt. I'm still capable of falling down a rabbit hole. And it doesn't mean anything is lost. No progress or track record is interrupted in a meaningful way. And even if it did, I wouldn't know, because I have no obsession of tracking what's happening to me and what my experience is like. And that's a freedom, because tracking your state already takes you out of it. A good amount of spiritual teachers seem to have had a spontaneous event that unlocked something in them. And stories about how it happened and what it felt like are one of the first things I would look at when picking up a book from a new teacher or a non-duality YouTube speaker, because it has to be about what happened to them, right? We can talk doctrines all day long, but we just want to know about the shift. Was that breakthrough true in the first place? We'll never know. But assuming it did happen, why would it be worthwhile for me to listen to what that person is saying about recreating that same experience through practice? Isn't it like listening to a lottery winner on how to earn a fortune? That's why talking to you makes so much more sense to me. People who deal with all of this, not people who preach it. And you may think I'm simply being dismissive of teachers you respect. But I'm not trying to bring anybody down. I'm saying there is no lottery. The whole idea of a breakthrough is a disastrous myth. It's one of the locks gatekeepers use to keep you at bay. Recently, one of my friends said he wanted to start sharing, making videos, doing sessions with people, but he said he first needs to establish himself. And he mentioned me, Emerson Non-Duality, and Trina Dawn, so friends of mine who work like this. And he assumed something needs to happen for him before he joins the ranks. Now, I don't want to speak for anyone else, but there is nothing that separates me from my visitors. And I'm completely certain of that. I'm not operating on some different level, and there is no initiation. There is no felt cutoff point for me either. Nothing that would work like a point of no return where I have permanently transcended thinking, storytelling, and creating identities. I don't do it, but likely because I've met an invitation from Emerson where others were offering hoops to jump through. And thanks to the amazing opportunity of all the sessions I've held with you, I just spent so much time in this silent register that it became instinctual. But nothing about it announces itself as irrevocable. I can still have hope and doubt. I'm still capable of falling down a rabbit hole. And it doesn't mean anything is lost. No progress or track record is interrupted in a meaningful way. And even if it did, I wouldn't know, because I have no obsession of tracking what's happening to me and what my experience is like. And that's a freedom, because tracking your state already takes you out of it. Look, one and done is the same promise of permanence again. And I know you'll say you want to make it permanent, but you literally cannot want it, because there's no wanting in this experience. You can only want it when it's not here, or it seems to be. And the idea that something needs to click, that one way or another you need to experience a breakthrough moment around which everything pivots into a world of insight and peace, is just another thought. And look at what your mind does to these words right now. It hears, okay, so if it's not a click, then what is it? What should I be looking for? Which is part of that whole system that wants to navigate experience and orchestrate an imagined, profoundly beautiful future. I'm awakened, enlightened, done seeking. Or I still don't get it. I had it, but I lost it. All of these are exactly the same. Just story, identity, just thought. But visiting this immediacy time and time again is what helps to loosen beliefs and the monitoring, turns down the volume on seeking thoughts, because the now acts like a reset button that interrupts narratives. So whatever thought takes center stage right now for you, acknowledge it, because you don't need to fight it. Simply see what's already here right now as this thought flies by, leaving no trace behind it. Already here before you step in with your agenda.